It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Don't worry, I won't sing anymore. But it is, it's Christmas time, it's the holiday time, whatever it is that you're celebrating. People around the world are starting to go to parties, the drinks are flowing, the sugary foods are there, all the temptations of the world are there. Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you some practical advice so that you can navigate the holiday season, make sure that you stick with your semen retention practice and not just get through it, but thrive to set yourself up for a big 2026. Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Indulges and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside of the bedroom and unleash your God-given abilities. Go to the link in the description below and take the free transmutation guide if you want to learn more about the subject of transmuting your energy. It's the holiday season and people go crazy. Materialistic values are at its highest. A lot of people are stressed out. There's parties, there's invites here, there's a lot of drinks, and there's a lot of sugary stuff going around. You want to have a plan for the holidays if you're serious about your spiritual path and self-mastery. First of all, let's check in with mindset first, right? The mindset, in my opinion, that I've adopted is the holidays are no excuse to indulge. The holidays are just another day for us to live, to serve. I was at a party just last week, a Christmas party, and it was bumping party. It was a good time. People were drinking, people were smoking, people were eating shrooms, dancing, all of that was going on. But you know what? I didn't touch anything. And it was fantastic. I had a great time. I danced a bunch, It didn't stop me from partying. It also didn't stop me from getting up the next morning and getting things done. I don't know if that was true for everyone. I doubt that everybody was able to get up in a good mood the next morning. So you got to learn to party without it. You got to learn to be strong. You got to learn to be yourself. And the secret is not to also judge others. I didn't judge anybody there for partying. Heck, I've spent so much of my time partying and drinking and doing shrooms and all that stuff. I've done all that stuff. So I get it, Everybody's looking for happiness. They're looking for it in the drug. I'm looking for it in God. Where are you looking for your happiness? Be a man of conviction. Know your values, know what you're about. And you don't have to push that on anybody else. If they want to join you, great. What was really interesting is, so I had non-alcoholic Heineken, right? So non-alcoholic beer. And what was interesting, so I was drinking, I didn't tell anybody it was non-alcoholic, but then I noticed that there was a couple that we met, myself and my wife, and I noticed she was drinking non-alcoholic, like a cider. And I'm like, oh, you're not drinking? She's like, no, I don't drink. And then there was another girl there, Michelle, and she wasn't drinking. She's like, no, I don't drink. And then, so within the party, there was a bunch of people not drinking. And it was really cool because there was people drinking, there was people doing shots, doing all kinds of things. And there's people that weren't. But we were all getting along. They didn't care that we weren't drinking and we didn't care that they were drinking. We were all having a good time. So you also don't have to be like all kind of like get all tight and get up on your righteous horse and, get all religious about it, and be like, oh, all these sinners and oh my gosh, like that's what turns people off of spirituality, right? You don't have to go Bible or Gita thumping or whatever it is that you're doing, Quran thumping or whatever it is, pushing your religion on everybody. Be you. Let your energy speak, Let your confidence speak. Be grounded in who you are. And when you know who you are, you can let people be who they are. Cool, you want to do that? Have fun. I'm not going to do it. And sometimes you inspire other people not to do it. They ask questions, then cool. Have a good time. But regulate yourself. Because if you're watching this channel, you're on a higher path. And I'm here to support men on the higher path, on the path towards God. And so for us, we stay away from the drugs, we stay away from the alcohol, we regulate our eating, because we know that stuff lowers our consciousness. It puts us into the body more, and it puts us into the mode of ignorance, lethargy, right? Now you've got 2-3 days of recovery. I'm 40 now, so I don't recover the same way. Maybe you're 20, hey, you recover a day or two. For me, if I'm drinking on Saturday night, it's not till Wednesday that I'm feeling half okay, all right? So the older you get, you don't recover as quick, as healthy as you may be. So you got to be real about yourself and be like, is that worth? So be strong in your conviction. Make sure that your spiritual practice is really strong. Don't stop doing the basics or the foundations because it's a holiday. Some people have this weird thing, like I call it weekend mentality, which is ultimately slave mentality. What's a weekend? Does the sun not rise and fall every single day? You imagine the sun one day was like, I'm going to take the weekend off. well, that's bad news for the entire solar system. All right? That's lights out for everyone. Well, you're a man. You're the son of your world. If you're a leader, you're a man. You're the son of your world. We don't get days off. We have dharma, meaning responsibility. What's our nature? To lead, to provide, to protect. You don't get days off from that. It's a mission-based life. When you live a mission-based life, there's no days off from your mission. It's 24/7. That's fully engaged. That's where we want to be. And that's where you actually find the most joy. The reason I don't want to drink alcohol or to do those things or to be jerking off to porn or whatever it is because I'm on mission. So get on mission and that will keep you away. It's not about suppressing yourself or restricting yourself from those things. It's about being fully engaged in your mission and your service to God, that those things seem tasteless to you. Why would I drink? That means the next morning I can't get up and do the things that I need to do to provide, protect, produce. Like the sun has to get up every morning. That's a king. So yes, you're correct that why can't everybody else do it? Well, if you want to be like everybody else, do what everybody else does. But if you want to be a king, if you want to increase your finances, if you want to know what it is to live in the top percent of the top 10% of people in finances in the world, if you want to know what it's like to be optimal health, if you want to know what it's like to be able to magnify your thoughts and attract things, if you want to know what it's like to have joy and to be able to dance without alcohol, then you've got to hold yourself to higher standards. Regulate your eating. Don't overindulge. If that means you have to bring your own food, bring your own food. Do not let the outside world tempt you. The beauty about the holidays, it's a time to flex our spiritual muscles. Not a flex because we're showing off, but an internal flex to say, I'm even more committed now than ever before. Times of temptation are like going to the gym. It's time to pick up the bigger weight. So have a game plan. Be intentional. What do you want to get from these holidays? What do you want to give? Yeah, I've struggled with weed on and off in my life. And, one year I said I was smoking and I kind of gave myself permission to smoke, but there's something changed in me where I said, but I don't want to be not present for the holidays. Like when I'm with my family, I want to be there. I want to remember. I don't want to be like high or so full of food that I can't really even be present. And I knew that I was growing in the process. I knew I was advancing because I gave myself permission to smoke and I didn't, because my desire was to be more present with my family than it was to be high. So check your desire. If you were going to pass away in the next week, how present would you want to be with the people that you love? How would you want to show up for them? What would you want to give? Not just in presence of a material nature of presence, but the presence of your life, the presence of your attention. Don't use this holiday season as an excuse to indulge. Use this holiday season as an excuse to level up. To say, I'm going to use the holidays to flex my spiritual muscles, to get stronger, to be even deeper in my conviction as a man of God, as a man on mission. And if you need help, reach out. I'm here to help you. We can link arms and we can do it together. Let me know what you took away from this video. Let me know what you're committed to over this holidays. And let's set up for a big 2026. I feel it, man. 2026 is going to be big for those who are doing the right thing. But for most of the world, it's just going to be another year because they're going to be looped around in the same cycles, and the same drama, and the same conversations, and the same bullshit. All right, love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you never miss a video, leave comments below. God bless you on this holiday season.